There is an invisible force operating around you right now. An energy that determines whether you will wake up tomorrow with an unexpected opportunity knocking at your door, or if you will continue struggling against the same financial barriers. As always, the difference between people who naturally attract wealth and those who remain stuck in cycles of scarcity is not luck, background, or connections. It lies in something much deeper and more powerful: the vibrational frequency at which they operate. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have a kind of magnetism for opportunities, as if the universe conspires in their favor? Meanwhile, others work tirelessly, but the financial results simply do not appear. What separates these two groups is not effort, but the understanding of a fundamental law that governs the manifestation of wealth. If you've made it this far, it's because something inside you recognizes that there is more to achieving abundance than just working hard. And what if I told you that you are absolutely right? That there is a specific, almost secret technique that can completely realign your energetic frequency with prosperity. Before we continue this transformative journey, please give a like if you feel that you deserve more abundance in your life, and subscribe to the channel to discover more secrets about manifestation that could change your financial reality forever. The truth is that you are constantly emitting an energetic frequency, even without realizing it. Each thought about money, each emotion related to your finances, each rooted belief about prosperity is creating a magnetic field around you. And that field automatically and unrelentingly attracts or repels wealth. Imagine your mind as a radio station. If you are tuned to the frequency of scarcity, constant worries about bills, fear of not having enough, beliefs that money is hard to get, you are literally broadcasting a signal that attracts more situations of lack. It's as if you are asking the universe to confirm your worst financial expectations. But here's what most people don't understand. You can change the station at any moment. You can tune in to the frequency of abundance, where opportunities flow naturally, where profitable ideas emerge from nowhere, where the right people show up at the right time with the right offers. The technique I'm about to reveal is not just about positive thinking or superficial visualization. It is about a deep reprogramming of your energetic signature. It's about becoming an irresistible magnet for prosperity, operating at a frequency that resonates perfectly with the energy of money. Have you ever wondered why some people can turn any situation into a profit opportunity? Why do they seem to have a keen intuition for investments, business, and financial decisions? The answer lies in the frequency at which they vibrate. They do not just desire wealth, they have become energetically compatible with it. If you are tired of struggling against the same financial limitations and want to discover exactly how to raise your frequency to attract real abundance, I have prepared a complete material that will guide you step by step through this transformation. The link is pinned in the comments. This is your chance to finally break the patterns that have kept you away from the prosperity you deserve. Now let's get to what really matters: how this technique works in practice. The frequency of wealth is not an abstract concept. It is a measurable, energetic reality that you can learn to master. When you understand that everything in the universe is energy vibrating at different frequencies, including money, you begin to grasp the true game of manifestation. Money, in its energetic essence, vibrates at a specific frequency. It is a frequency of flow, abundance, freedom, and infinite possibilities. When your personal frequency is aligned with this vibration, you become a natural channel for prosperity. It's as if you are speaking the same energetic language as wealth. But here is where most people make a fatal mistake. They try to attract money while vibrating at the frequency of lack. It is like trying to tune into an FM radio station using an AM receiver. It simply doesn't work. You can repeat positive affirmations all day long, but if your internal frequency is misaligned, you will continue attracting more of the same. Technique I'm about to share works on 3 levels simultaneously: mental, emotional, and energetic. It's not enough just to change your thoughts. You need to transform your entire vibrational field. You need to become a person who naturally resonates with abundance, not someone who is trying to force abundance to appear. First, you need to understand that your current frequency has been programmed over years, perhaps decades. Each negative financial experience, every limiting message about money that you absorbed, every moment of fear or anxiety related to finances has left a mark on your energetic signature. You are literally carrying a vibrational history that might be sabotaging your manifestation efforts. The good news is that you can completely reprogram this frequency. You can clear the energetic interferences that are blocking your access to abundance. You can become a version of yourself that naturally attracts opportunities, lucrative ideas, and financial resources. The process begins with what I call vibrational cleansing. You need to identify and neutralize the frequencies of scarcity that are operating in your subconscious. These frequencies are like static noises that interfere with your ability to clearly tune into the frequency of wealth. Often, these interferences come from inherited beliefs about money. Perhaps you grew up hearing that money doesn't bring happiness, or that rich people are greedy. These programmings create energetic resistance to prosperity. It's as if part of you wants wealth, but another part rejects it as inappropriate or dangerous. The frequency alignment technique works by dissolving these internal resistances. When you remove the energetic blockages, your natural frequency starts to elevate automatically. You don't have to force positive thoughts. They arise naturally because you have removed the obstacles that were preventing them from flowing. Now, let's move to the practical part. The first step is what I call vibrational diagnosis. You need to become aware of the frequency you are emitting at this moment. Observe your automatic thoughts about money throughout the day. When you think about your finances, what emotions arise? Anxiety, worry, frustration, or do you feel confidence, positive expectation, and gratitude? Your emotions are accurate indicators of your current frequency. If you feel tension, fear, or stress when thinking about money, you are vibrating at the frequency of scarcity. If you feel calm, confident, and positive expectation, you are approaching the frequency of abundance. The second step is conscious tuning. Several times a day, especially when you notice you are vibrating at the frequency of lack, you will make an intentional adjustment. Breathe deeply and imagine that you are literally changing radio stations. Visualize yourself turning an energetic dial until you find the frequency of abundance. How do you know you found that frequency? You feel an expansion in your chest, a sense of infinite possibilities, a quiet confidence that everything always works out for the best. It's a feeling of flow, not struggle, of receptivity, not despair. The third step is what I call vibrational anchoring. You need to create physical and emotional anchors that help you maintain this elevated frequency. It could be a specific song that makes you feel prosperous, an object that represents abundance to you, or even a body posture that connects you with the feeling of success. But here's the secret that few know. The frequency of wealth is not just about feeling good. It's about becoming energetically irresistible to opportunities. When you consistently vibrate at this frequency, you start to notice synchronicities. Casual conversations transform into business proposals. Seemingly random ideas turn out to be extremely profitable. People who can help you appear at the right moment. This happens because you are operating at the same frequency that abundance operates on. You are no longer fighting against the current. You are flowing with it. You have become a channel through which prosperity can manifest naturally. The fourth step is energetic amplification. Once you are able to access and maintain the frequency of abundance, you need to amplify it. This is done through what I call anticipated gratitude. You feel gratitude not just for what you already have, but for what is on its way. This is not forced or artificial gratitude. It is genuine gratitude. based on understanding that when you are aligned with the frequency of wealth, manifestation is inevitable. It's like being thankful for the sunrise before you even see it, knowing it always will. The fifth step is perhaps the most powerful: magnetic irradiation. When you master your own frequency, you begin to influence the energy field around you. People feel good in your presence. Opportunities arise when you are nearby. You become a catalyst for abundance not just in your life, but in the lives of others as well. This creates a multiplier effect. The more you radiate the frequency of prosperity, the more it reflects back to you through the people and situations you attract. You enter an upward cycle of abundance that is self-sustaining and continually expanding. But let me be clear about something important. This technique is not about manipulating the universe or forcing outcomes. It's about aligning with the natural laws that govern manifestation. It's about becoming a person who naturally attracts prosperity because you energetically resonate with it. Many people fail to apply the law of attraction because they try to use manifestation techniques while maintaining a frequency of scarcity. It's like trying to fill a bucket with holes. No matter how much water you pour in, it always leaks out. The frequency alignment technique first fixes the holes in your vibration before beginning the manifestation process. When your frequency is truly aligned with wealth, manifestation happens naturally and often surprisingly. You might receive an unexpected job offer, discover a lucrative investment opportunity, or simply start making smarter financial decisions without conscious effort. The key is consistency. You need to maintain this high frequency even when external circumstances do not yet reflect the change. This is the real test of your vibrational mastery. Anyone can feel prosperous when they have money in the bank. The true power lies in maintaining the frequency of abundance even when the account is overdrawn. This does not mean denying reality or ignoring financial responsibilities. It means approaching these situations from a frequency of solution, not of problem. It means viewing financial challenges as temporary growth opportunities, not as evidence that you are destined for scarcity. When you consistently operate at this frequency, something fascinating happens. You develop what I call financial intuition. You begin to instinctively know which opportunities to pursue, which risks are worth taking, and when the right moment to act is. This intuition does not come from fear or greed. It comes from alignment with the natural flow of abundance. People who have mastered this technique often report that they stopped working for money and began to allow money to flow through their work. They found ways to monetize their passions, to turn their natural talents into sources of income, to create value in ways they never imagined possible. This happens because when you are aligned with the frequency of wealth, you naturally gravitate towards activities and opportunities that are both fulfilling and profitable. You stop accepting the false dichotomy between doing what you love and making money. You discover that it is possible, and even inevitable, to have both when your frequency is properly calibrated. The deepest transformation, however, occurs in your relationship with money itself. You stop seeing it as something scarce that needs to be desperately chased. You begin to understand it as a form of energy that flows naturally when there is vibrational alignment. You develop a quiet confidence that you will always have what you need when you need it. This confidence is not based on arrogance or denial of reality. It is based on a deep understanding of how manifestation really works. When you know how to align your frequency with abundance, you know you can always attract the necessary resources for any situation. The end result is a life where prosperity is not something you chase, but something you naturally radiate, where financial opportunities appear with the same naturalness as breathing, where you become a channel through which universal abundance can express itself in the physical world. This is the true mastery of financial manifestation, not forcing wealth to appear, but becoming someone through whom it can flow freely. When you master this frequency alignment technique, you not only transform your finances, you transform your entire life. The journey to master this technique requires dedication and consistent practice, but the results are proportional to the investment. Every day you spend operating at the frequency of abundance is a day you are building a more prosperous and fulfilling financial future. Remember, you are not trying to convince the universe to give you money. You are becoming someone who naturally resonates with the energy of prosperity. You are aligning yourself with a force that already exists and is always available to those who know how to tune into it. If this content resonated with you and you feel ready to completely transform your relationship with abundance, like and subscribe to the channel for more revelations about manifestation and prosperity. Your journey to financial freedom begins with a simple decision to raise your frequency, and that decision can be made right now.